Hi everybody, welcome to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. We're moving on to part 2 of the Shuttle carrier aircraft. This is set number 10360, 2,417 pieces, an 18 plus set, and it's part of the Icons theme. Here we are. The Shuttle was built in the first 4 bags out of 16. That was part 1, which is a separate video, and this is the 747 Shuttle aircraft that moves it back and forth from Florida to other shuttle points. And after the first 4 bags, we moved on to bag 5, which starts the 747, and that's where we're at. We're moving on to bag 6 now, and what we have here on bag 6 is laid out. And here, and here. Here's what we built through bag number 5 of 16. I don't know what section of the 747 this is going to fit into, but there is some gearing here. And again, I don't exactly know what portion of the plane this is yet. But this is what we built through bag 5. Intricate little geared set. And we'll see where we go from here. So this is the beginning of part 2, which will build the 747 aircraft, which carries the shuttle. And then we'll put the two of them together through part 3. That'll put the shuttle and the 747 together, and that'll be a separate video. So here's what we have so far. I'm not sure. We have 12 bags that build the 747, the 12 remaining out of 16, and we'll see where we go from there. I think probably, I'm not sure I'm going to do every bag, an update on every bag. I might do every 2, but we'll see how it progresses, and we'll go from there. So here's the beginning of part 2, the 747 Shuttle carrier, and we'll move on to bag 6, and we'll be back after bag 6 or 7 and give you a fresh update at that point. Thanks so much for continuing to watch this video. I know it's going to be a long series of videos, but it will really be very interesting to watch this aircraft come together. There is a part 1, which is the shuttle build, and that is a separate video. That's part 1. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Love to hear from you if you have this set or you find it very interesting. Let me know that. I do respond to all comments. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll be back. Welcome back to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel, and welcome back to the Shuttle carrier aircraft. This is part 2 of the build, total build, and part 2 is building the 747. We are now moving on to bag 7. We've completed 5 and 6 of the 747. The Shuttle was built by the first 4 bags out of 16 bags total. And of course, this is set number 10360. It's an 18 plus set, 2,417 pieces. It's an Icons themed set. Beautiful set. Here's what we have. Bag 7 laid out. No stickers were used. They won't be used until we finish the fuselage. And there's your bag 7 laid out. Here's what bag 5 and 6 built. This is the entire rear section of the landing gear, as you can see here. Very, very critical portion right here. This is the main landing gear, which consisted of 16 tires, 16 wheels, and 4 pods to hold 4 wheels each. Up here, you have a main gear that activates the landing gear. Right here. And out they come. And there it is. And of course back in. Very, very integral build here. I couldn't figure out in the after bag 5 exactly what section we were building, but then through bag 6 we found out that it was the entire central landing gear system. So there it is. And that will of course go in the fuselage of the 747, laying flat. There's the back side of it. Very, very intricate build here. It took quite a while and 2 bags to do this. There's got to be 350, 400 parts just in this portion of the build. Very, very intricate here. And a lot of it's covered. You can't even see some of the gearing and so forth in there. It's covered. So there you have it. The central landing gear is built up. Now we'll move on to bag number 7, which is going to build up on this, and we'll move outward from there. So not sure if we're going to do bag 7 yet, or do an updated bag 7. We'll see again how much it progresses, and what portion we're looking at. So hang in there with me. Let's get this done. We'll be back after bag 7. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Love to hear from you if you appreciate and like this set, or if you have it yourself. What do you think of it? Thanks so much for coming along. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back after bag 7. Welcome back to the Shuttle Carrier Aircraft, set number 10360. Moving on to bag number 8 out of 16. This is part 2. We're building the 747. You can see we're getting a few fuselage parts. These are pre-printed, which is nice, with the windows. And so this is bag number 8, again out of 16, just one sub bag. Just a real quick update here. Bag number 7 built up pretty much the entire front landing gear, as you can see here. And like the main gear, which is here, which is a very large assembly, you have the front gear there, which raises and lowers the gear. Here you have the same thing with this small gear right here. So as you turn that, as you can see, the gear comes down. And then, of course, back up. And this, of course, will be tied to, that gear will be tied to an outside source that you'll be able to turn to lower and raise the gear. So there it is. All the landing gear is complete. And I'm not sure how we're going to be building up from here, but we will see. So there's your 2 landing gear assemblies right there. It took up quite a bit to build these, especially the main gear. That was really complex, but a lot of fun building. You learned a lot by building assemblies like this. So there you have it. Both sets of landing gear, front and main. So let's get on to bag number 8, get that complete, and then we will be back with an update after that, or possibly 9, depending on how it looks and how far we've gotten. But I want you to see these main assemblies, which are really the highlight of this set of the multi-faceted landing gear. There's so much involved in these landing gear pieces. So there's the rear 2 wheels, and then you have these central ones. Really interesting build-up here. So let's get on to bag 8. We'll be back, and I will go from there. Thanks so much for coming along. Hope you're enjoying it. This is a real fun set. A lot of complexity here, but that's what I love, and that's what makes these sets so interesting. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for coming along. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'll be back up to bag 8. Thanks again. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Shuttle Carrier Aircraft, Part 2, where we're building the 747, which will be merged up with the Enterprise Space Shuttle, which we did in an earlier video and completed that build. Here's what we have. We completed bag 8, moving on to bag 9 out of 16. I'm going to make these updates shorter, being the video will get very, very long since there's 16 bags here. Here's the layout on bag 8. We're starting to look like an airplane. Look at that. Coming together very nicely. Underneath all the landing gear, I don't have them extended, but as you can see, the entire cockpit section is getting completed. We have the front landing gear installed and the main landing gear right here. So the most mechanical part of this 747 is complete. Fairly complete. There's going to be some bottom pieces. You can see the wing sections will attach right here on each side. And quite a lot to build up here. This is going to be one mounting point for the shuttle right here. And as we come around, pretty much done with the nose. Not the greatest job by Lego on the nose. It's a little bit choppy, but it could be a little smoother. But I understand with bricks, it's sometimes kind of hard to get the exact look. You can see the windows there and landing gear underneath. So there it is. So far, so good. Let's get on to bag 9 and get this more completed. And we will be back up to bag 9. I might do 9 and 10, I'm not sure. I want to keep the video very, very short. So here's where we're at through bag number 8, starting on 9. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and comment. Let me know if you have this or if you're enjoying the build. Much appreciated. We'll be back after 9 or 10. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to the Lego Icon set, the Shuttle carrier aircraft. We're building the 747 on step 2. We've moved on to bag 10. Bag 9 is complete. Here is the layout for bag 10. Right there. 2,417 pieces here. This is what we have through bag 9. As you see, we built up a lot of the lower skin right up down here. And then the top as well. One of the stickers went right there, the number 376. Again, translucent stickers. And here's the top bulge that the 747 has. It's a little rough the way Lego did this, but when you're using bricks, you can't be 100% perfect and have nice smooth lines. But you have a little bit of a section there, a little open area, but not too bad. Not too bad. So that's where we're at right there. And we did the lower sides here as well, all the way back to there. So that's where we're at. We'll move on to bag number 10, and we'll be back and update at that point, and we'll see where we're at from there. So thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. We'll be back after bag 10. We are back with the Shuttle carrier aircraft, set number 10360. 2,417 pieces, and this is a great set to build. A really nice challenge to build as well, especially the 747, which we're building now, which is part 2 of the 3-part series. We did the Shuttle first, which is listed on my channel. That was part 1. We're going to do part 2, which is the 747, and then part 3 will be the join of the 2, which will be part 3, and that will be a separate video. So we're moving on to bag number 11 of 16. Here we are. Completed bag number 10. Here is bag number 11 laid out with a side bag. Here's what we have been working on. This is the rear section of the 747 right here. You see these 2 points right here, which will be the remaining 2 of 3 to attach the shuttle on the back side of the 747. Here is the 747 built up to this point. You can see the third attachment point right there. That's the forward section for the shuttle. And there is the 747 itself, the forward section. So what will happen is these two will join together. I can move this over. This will be attaching back here. And that will complete the length. That's how long this set will be. Or the 747 will be, which is pretty good size. Pretty good size indeed. So that's where we're at so far through bag number 10. A lot to go here. We still have 5 more bags to go when we get past 11 here. So there it is. So far, so good. No problems at all. You have to be careful in this set. It's some of the areas are a little more complex than others, so you have to be careful where you're placing the bricks. But overall, pretty good. No problems at all. We did use some stickers here for the number 376 on both sides. And the remaining stickers will be mainly in the tail section and the nameplates for the base when this is complete. That's what's left on stickers. So there you have it so far through bag number 10. Let's get on to 11. Give this a go for 11 and see how it comes out. So far, so good. The brick quality is excellent. Fit and finish is excellent. No problems at all. There was one assembly that got a little complicated, kept coming apart, but we got that fixed. Not a problem at all. So there it is. Let's go to bag 11. I'll be back. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you're enjoying this build, I hope you're coming along with me on the 747 Part 2 portion of the build. And we will be back after bag 11 and give you another update. Thanks so much for coming along. Thanks for watching. We'll be back. Welcome back to the shuttle carrier aircraft, Part 2 of the build of this lovely set. We're moving on to bag number 12. We completed bag 11. No stickers were used. Here is bag number 12, which is building up the fuselage with the windows. There's your sub bags. What we did in bag 11 is fill in a lot of the lower fuselage sections, and we joined the two pieces together. The rear fuselage with two shuttle clamps, and then we also put the two pieces together right there. So what we have is the entire length of the 747 now, as you can see. Right there, it's quite long. I don't have the exact measurement on length here, but it's a pretty good size. It's going to get very large when the wings are attached. Very large. So there you have it. That's where we're at. The two sections are now joined, and right here you can see these lower fuselage sections were put in. So that's where we're at. Come together very, very nicely. No problems at all. Everything's come together well. All the parts quality is excellent. Just a great looking set here. This is going to be a beautiful set once it's all done. So we'll be back after bag 12, give you another fresh update and show you how far we've gotten along. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Much appreciated always. And we will be back after bag number 12. Thanks. Welcome back to the shuttle carrier aircraft. Set number 10360. 18 plus set, 2,417 pieces, runs $229.99. Moving on to bag 13 out of 16. We're getting close to the end. Here's bag 13. This will be building the wing and two engines. And there's your sub bags right there. Here's what we have through bag number 12. The fuselage is pretty much done now. As you can see here, there's a landing gear in their enclosed closed positions. All the way to the back, way back here. So there's the completed fuselage. Most of the bag 12 was the buildup of the side window areas and the very, very bottom here, finishing off the underside of the fuselage. There is the gear that will retract and extend the landing gear. And there's the bottom of the cockpit. As we turn this, here is the top side of the completed fuselage. And here's where the wings will attach. And you see the attachment points for the shuttle are in place. And the entire top is complete. All the way to the back. The tail section, of course, will be attached right there. So that's where we're at so far. Come together perfectly, no issues at all. Every section went in correctly. Every section fit nice and tight. The only gap, there's a few gaps that are mainly done because of the way the bricks have to be laid out. Is this gap on the top right here, which is normal. It's supposed to be there, but that's, you know, for the hump and the 747, that had to be done. So that's where we're at so far. Coming together nicely. Now we'll move on to the wings and finish it up and go from there. Looking good though. Beautiful design. Works very, very well and looks fantastic. Just looks fantastic. So there it is, the 747 fuselage alone. Now we're to go to the wings and engines, and that's what we'll be. Thanks so much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed this build. It's a real fun build. Challenging at points and easy at others, but a really fun, challenging build. It's a pretty large 747. I'd say it's about 2.5 feet long, which is fairly long. So there it is. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always appreciate that, and it really helps the channel and makes makes me feel great knowing that people are appreciating what I'm doing here. It really makes a difference. So thanks so much for coming along. We'll be back after bag number 13 and give you a fresh update on that wing, and we'll go from there. Again, thank you for watching. We'll be back. Hello everybody, welcome back to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. Well, we're moving on to bag 14, continuing build on part 2 of the shuttle carrier aircraft. We completed bag 13, and that did one wing and engines. Here's bag 14 laid out. That'll be the other wing and engines. We've done the right wing so far. And we have the bags down here. And there it is. You can see the turbines of the engine right there. And the pins that hold it in. Here's what we have. Look at this. Is this getting done or what? We're almost complete here. It's on landing gear right now, as you can see. It's on its main gear and nose gear. The fuselage is completely done right now, except for the tail. We have to do the tail section as well. That's coming up. That's going to be quite a bit of work there because of the horizontal stabilizers. And here's what we have. Here's the first wing attached with engines. That was a fun build. It took a little while for the wing. And as you can see, the engines. I agree with a lot of people that have criticized the engines here a little bit. I will admit the turbines turn. The fans in there turn. But it's kind of a simplified engine. They could have done a little more detail on that. But not bad at all. And it looks fantastic. The mechanism on the wing, if I can lift this, you can get an idea what this is like. All the way up. A lot of mechanism there. A lot of pieces to make that. And the attachment point was kind of tricky, but once it's on, it's on. And it came together very nicely. So there you have it. The first wing attached. We're going to work on the left wing now. And that'll be complete, and then we'll work on the tail section. So there you have it. Moving on to bag 14. 13 is complete. And we will get back to you as soon as we get that left wing done, and I'll give you a fresh update at that point, and then we'll move on to bag 15, and then 16 I believe is the entire base assembly. And then we'll do part 3, which will be the merge of the shuttle and the 747 together. They'll be attached, and we'll do a final review at that point. So thanks for staying with me. I hope you're enjoying this build. It's been a lot of fun and a lot of work, but with 2,400 pieces, not so bad. Titanic set was 4 times that. So there you go. There you go. It's getting almost done here. We're getting pretty close. So again, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for coming along. Really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and share, and comment. It means a lot to me when you do, and it gives me a lot of reason to keep going here and giving you these builds. When you see how they come together. So again, thanks again. We will be back and with bag 15. I'm sorry, 14, and then we will go from there. Thanks again for watching, and we'll be back. Welcome back to the shuttle carrier aircraft, the 747 Part 2 build. We are now moving on to bag 15 out of 16. We're getting done here. What we have is bag 15 laid out right here. And you can't see the rest of it because the plane is so large it's in the way. But there are 3 bags here. Here it is. This is a landing gear deployed. And here is both wings and engines installed. You can see the underside of these wings. And you can get into the mechanism of the landing gear. Right there. And then of course we have the other wing over here of the 2 engines. All the way to the end. The wings weren't too bad. They were a lot of pieces to make the wings, but it wasn't that bad. Pretty easy assembly. Again, just following the manual very closely. And then if I can get this turned over, which is a little tricky because of the wings, let me put you right here. And here is the top side. Starting with the cockpit, going back. There's your two engines. And on this side with the two engines. Again, the engines are pretty simple. These little turbine blades do turn right here. These will spin, which is kind of cute, but the engines could have been a little more detailed than they were, but not bad. And there's the shuttle attachment point right there for the Enterprise shuttle. As we come back, all we have left is the rear tail and horizontal stabilizers and vertical stabilizer and the stickers that go on there. And then from there we build up the base. So this is getting close to the end of part 2. Part 3 will be the joint union between the Enterprise shuttle and this 747 carrier. And we'll do a video on that and give you a final review at that point. But here's the almost completed plane. Almost complete. We'll do one more update when the tail section's in. That'll be the completed 747. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. We'll be back after bag 15. Hi everybody, welcome back to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. Here it is, the completion of part 2 of the shuttle carrier aircraft. And it came together beautifully. This is an 18 plus set number 10360, 2,417 pieces, and it runs $229.99. This is a really fun build of an iconic, not only Enterprise shuttle, but also the 747, the Queen of the Skies, 747. I was always hoping Lego would build a 747, either passenger jet or, in this case, a converted shuttle carrier. And this set is just wonderful. It is large. It's a large set. You'll need a lot of room to display this. But this is the 747 Part 2, strictly the 747 shuttle carrier. You can see, being it was a converted passenger jet originally, you do have windows, and the windows are displayed right here. And you can see ship number 376. That's a sticker. There's your front cockpit. There's some areas that are not real smooth, like up here in the front of the cockpit. Not real smooth. I think Lego could have done a little more with that to smooth it out. But considering that you're dealing with bricks, it's kind of hard to make very rounded, sloped, smooth surfaces like that. So at least not, unless creating new parts to do it. But they used typical Lego bricks up here. And of course the window sections are new. Here's your attachment point for the shuttle. You got one here, two here. And there's your wingspan with the engines. On the engines, the little engine turbine blades do turn. These rotate on each engine. The wings are very large, attached very strongly to the main fuselage. Very sturdy. It's a real solid build. It came together very well. The tail section was very interesting, how they put the two horizontal stabilizers together and then attached it to the main fuselage. They used a very unique system to do that. And it's just a beautiful set. What it's going to sit on is this base. And this base has two plaques, one for the Enterprise shuttle and one for the 747 shuttle carrier. I have not put it on that base yet. I will be installing it on that along with the shuttle, and we'll do a separate video on that as the two join together, and then we'll do a final review on that. Here you have the manual. There's two manuals in this set, one for the shuttle, which is book 1, and then book 2, or manual 2, is the 747, and that's 277 pages long. And very easy to follow. No issues at all. Came together perfectly. All the parts were here. No damaged parts. Everything was excellent. Just excellent. As far as the parts list goes, quite a few parts. It's 2,400 pieces here. So here's your parts list. Takes several pages. The brick quality, excellent. No scuffing. Everything was real smooth and looks fantastic. No problems at all there. And then there's one final page here, right there. Manuals are excellent, just excellent, no problems at all. Underneath, if I can get this turned enough, you can get an idea of what this looks like. There's your landing gear. The landing gear, this knob right here, this gear, you can spin and that will retract and open up the gear. It's, of course, retracted right now, as you can see, all the way up to the tail. Just excellent. The way the engines attached were very interesting as well. Just a great, great set. Very large. It's very heavy, too. Just looks great. That section right there, the entire section for the main landing gear, was pretty complex. Came together well, though. And there you go. Rolls very nicely on its landing gear. You can see the gear right here. And I can't really get the main gear in there very easily, but you did see it. There it is right there. And very easily put together. Not that difficult, really, just time consuming. You got to take it step by step, part by part, until you get it together. But it did come together very nicely. This is a beautiful, beautiful set. You do need room to place this to display it. It is rather large. The wingspan is very large, too. Decals all went on with no problems. A little tricky back here. All the decals are transparent, so putting them on a white background was a little difficult, so you have to be careful of that. So there it is. There's part 2, the 747 shuttle carrier, and it's beautiful, just beautiful. I would really recommend this set. At $229, it is kind of pricey, I do agree, but for the piece count, it's about average for Lego. And if you're into aviation and space and you enjoyed the times when the space shuttle was flying and the 747 was carrying it, was so iconic, this should be a set for you. It's a really, really great set. I highly recommend it. And like I say, the quality of the bricks, excellent. The fit and finish, excellent. No problems at all. So check this one out. I think you'd really, really enjoy it. And of course, the base seems fairly strong. Again, I don't know because I haven't put it on the base yet, but we will for the final part 3. And we'll see how strong it really is. The base, though, did come together very nicely. As you can see, it looks pretty sturdy. There it is. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Again, no problems with bricks. They're all there. There were a few extra pieces, just what you normally expect in a Lego set. So there you have it. There is the shuttle carrier aircraft 747 at the end of part 2. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for coming along this build. I really hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. This was a really fun plane to build. And it just looks beautiful when you display it. It's fantastic looking. And looks very much like the real thing. So I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Thank you so much for coming along and watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you have this set, I'd love to hear from you. What do you think of it? Are you displaying it? How are you displaying it? And did you enjoy the build? Let me know that. I'll answer all comments. I always do. Thanks so much for coming along and watching, and I'll be back with part 3, which will be the merging of the shuttle and the 747 together with a final review. Thanks so much.